looks like we got some snow. All right, well, driveway's all done. This is going to be an absolute disaster, I can tell you right now. That's 2 or 3 inches of slush on top of water, running water. As you see, there's a stream going through it, but we got the snow all done on the right side. I'm going to try maybe later to shovel this, but it's super, super heavy. All right, so we made it out here. Funny enough, today is actually trash pickup morning day. So we made it now to today's day, and it looks like we don't have a lot of garbage out. I just read my emails, and it looks like we also have a delay for the garbage. So there goes that kind of idea, but I figured some people would probably still throw their stuff out today. I can't wait for this entire week to be so screwed up. And then we'll get to the end of the week, and then everyone on Facebook is going to be saying, oh, why didn't my garbage get picked up on Friday? You know, it's because, well, there was a snowstorm on Sunday. And it seems like everyone forgets that when you cancel one day, these guys don't work until 4 in the morning. You know, there's a certain time frame the landfill's open, and that's how it is. So that is how it works. But I figured there might be some stuff out, however, we're not looking very promising. This is what I always worry about. People can't see right now. This is all snowdrift. I mean, this snow is probably 3 or 4 inches deep. You might be able to see the wind going across. It's actually pulling me to the right. Pretty good. And then once you get past that field, there's no more snowdrift. But those always sketch me out. I mean, you'll get little small ones here and there like that. But the ones that cover the entire road for a good, decent amount of space, never good. We got more right here. And you don't want to have trouble with that. With my van, though, like, you can get stuck in that in seconds, and you won't be able to get out of that. That's all right. I appreciate it. It's crushed. This box is crushed. Crushed. Yeah. Well, hopefully, yeah. Also, thank you, Kathy L., for sending me a letter here. I know you sent me a package not too long ago, as well as another letter, I think, for my birthday. So I appreciate that. Thank you for that. And then this package here is from, well, it's freeze-dried candy. I won another giveaway on Whatnot, and then I ended up buying, like, I think 1 or 2 packages of candy. I think I mentioned before, I'm planning on doing, like, a review video on freeze-dried candy. I know not a lot of people out there have tried it. It's a little bit different, but it's cool, it's interesting. And the flavors and the different, let's just say when you get some candy out there that you like or you don't like, and then you freeze dry it, it can completely change the taste of it. Did want to make note, this box got completely crushed. And, yeah, that's why you got to be very careful with packaging things and making sure when you ship something out that, be aware somebody might drop a microwave on your box. You gotta pack it accordingly. Driving over here to the scrapyard. They're not open. No, yeah, well, that'll explain it. That would explain it. Nope. Down there, the gates for the light iron and stuff are closed, so they're not open. All right, well, there goes that idea. All right, so I figured you guys are just tagging along for today's endeavors. I did cash out again at the auction. This is my consignment sheet, And this is all the stuff when I did that estate, or should I say that garage clean out with box truck guy. It's all the stuff from doing that. He ended up taking a lot of stuff, but a lot of the bigger items we put in auction, and we ended up getting $140 after commission. So that's after commission, and then also I realized a lot of this stuff was just probably way too big. So we brought in some really large wood Santas. So one was 8 foot tall, sold for $10. There's a smaller one that sold for $5. There was one that was 72 inches. I don't know how tall that is, but I feel like that's what, about 7 feet? Now I gotta do the math. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. 6 feet, right? 6 feet maybe. Anyway, long story short, way too big for a general consignment kind of auction. Way too big even just to have. You had to have a box truck or a van. Maybe if you want to have the thing stick out of your pickup truck, but you're not putting it into an SUV. They're really large. Anyway, that's over $12.50. We did bring over some blow molds. Those sold for about $15 to $20 each. The only thing that really stuck out to me was this one Santa blow mold. Sold for $70. $70. That's a decent amount of money for one blow mold. If you guys don't know what blow molds are those very large plastic figures that people have in their yard during Christmas time. For whatever reason, over the past 10 years or so, they've definitely come back in style, big time. And so yeah, one sold for $70. Pretty good. I wish they all would have sold for 70, but a lot of them were the nativity set parts and pieces, which if anyone out there has ever had them or tried selling them, I know nativity set is pretty difficult. That is kind of up there also with Easter. I don't know why, but Easter are really difficult to sell also. But going to go cash my check for $140. Not bad. I don't even think they're open here. All right. Didn't have a pen. It's just like one of the weirdest banks. There's no area to throw away garbage, your receipts. There's nowhere to sign something. There's no pen. So I used a Sharpie. We're going to see if this even works with a Sharpie. We'll find out. I don't see why it wouldn't, but at the same time, I can see why it wouldn't. They say never sign. Oh, it did work. Seeing in there, they have like a chart that shows like their biggest movers of the day for the stock market. I don't know why that's in there for a bank, but I guess it's all just money thing. And the first thing that came up was Etsy. It said that Etsy was up 9%, so I'm punching in Etsy. What does Etsy look like? It's down 2%. What do you mean it's up 9%? Oh, that's for the 6 month. Could we do a day? Year to date. That ain't not gonna do it. A day. It's down 2.3%. What does it mean? Up. It said it was up 9% on their chart in there. Anyway, I was kind of curious about this because you guys might have you guys might remember Larry from like auctions and stuff. Way back when. How long has Etsy been? Maybe it's been around since 2006. Yeah, it's probably about maybe 2015. Yeah, there you go. So then that was that. Wow, 2015. That's crazy. It was at like $10, or it started off I think at $15. If only you would have bought it and then sold it in 2021. Or whatever heck this is. Yeah, 2021. One of the reasons I mentioned that is because back in my heyday, I used to dabble a lot into stocks. Thought I was a big stock guy. And Larry was like asking me, what do you think is a good stock? And I met him like around 2014, 2015. I was like, wait for Etsy to come out. Etsy's going to be the next big thing. It's like an up-and-coming eBay, but it's only for vintage stuff. And I think it's going to be like the next thing. And so he bought it at $15. And I think he sold it for like 17 or 18 or 12. And he's like, I thought you said it was going to be like the next big thing. And I was like, I thought so too. And seeing it today, it's at like $50. But if you would have sold it 2021, 5 years after you would have bought it at 15, you could have sold for $270 a share. But yeah, I haven't really checked in on stocks in a long time. But I thought it was interesting because in there it said it was up 9% and my phone says it's down 2%. So what's that all about? I got another $5 to spend for my birthday. So we're back here at the hardware store. All right, we can either go tape. It's always a good option, especially the reinforced tape. It's going to look for a mattress bag. Figure with all this plastic stuff, a mattress bag would be over here, but I don't know if it'd really be in this section. Because I have, what, 2 mattresses we have to throw away, so I figure I can buy one. They're probably expensive. They're probably like $12 here, but with the $5 off, it's like $7. Maybe we'll just stick to tape if we can't find a mattress bag. Like, I like this stuff, but I'm not... This isn't gonna do much. I need like a roll of it. And I don't see it. Should definitely wear a jacket. Anyway, walking out of there with tape. This is $4 with tax. I know strapping tape's pretty expensive. And I was like, well, there's not really a lot of tape there. I don't really have a lot of options either. It's like, they just don't have options. I was like, yeah, $4. I know when I'm packing things up, sometimes I get really cheap and I'm like, I don't really want to use this much tape. I know this tape's expensive, but I got to use it. So I went and just bought it. Otherwise, I probably would have been in there forever trying to find where I can get the best bargain for something. I couldn't even find gloves. I was going to try to buy a new pair of gloves and an extra pair, something a little bit maybe thinner so I can like work on stuff. Like when I was stripping wire, the gloves I have are just too thick for that. All right, I think this trash can's going to have to be getting retired here shortly. The last time they took out this huge chunk right there. This is all falling off. So I'm thinking with that big blowout down there, that one's got to get retired. Slush is something else. One of the neat things that didn't sell very well, and we have 3 of these. In fact, I think, well, I have 2 left, are these signs for Jake's Bike Run. Kind of a cool looking arrow. This is a piece of what looks like rebar, like that. So I would go on the ground, and you have Jake's Bike Run. I thought these would be really cool, like almost folk arty in a way. But they sold literally for $5. And I took the best one, the nicest one, the one had I think like 2 or 3 pieces of rebar, to the auction and sold for $5. So I guess no one else liked it as much as I did. What I'll probably do, you guys might have joined me on my live stream. You guys stay in this little setup. That's where the camera goes. But I'll bring in the big guns. I take apart that one air conditioner, actually, at least the remaining pieces of it. I helped out a friend who's cleaning out a estate. They put all the metal aside for me. So my entire van, funny enough, I haven't opened this van in 2 days because this was 2 days ago. My entire van smells like oil, so something in here must have a little bit of oil residue on it. I think there was, yeah. That is some sort of, I think it's a power washer. So that's probably what it smells like, oil or gas. But I wanted to go to a scrapyard this afternoon. It's already 2 o'clock, but I don't think they're open. And on Facebook, they never update anything. So all these bags are actually aluminum cans. Most of this is steel, but there is some aluminum. But there's also 2 air conditioners, 1 and 2 there. I'll try to get those out. At least add them to the pile for now. But I'm going to take this guy inside. It's pretty smart in my way to get rid of all the other scrap I had laying down here. So I had like knives and forks and pots and pans, little oddball pieces of wire here and there, because that stuff will be buried until March. Not even kidding, it'll be buried until March. We are expecting more snow throughout the next 14 days. But take off this, take off the sealed unit. I think we have an air conditioner, or should I say an ACR on the front side. So as long as it didn't corrode itself, we should be able to pop that out. Looks a lot different when it's covered in snow. Can't tell what, that's styrofoam, that's not snow. Alright, so this should be just, I think, maybe 2 screws. That's what it looks like here. Get that knocked out. There we go. See? Piece of cake. And now, over the course of however many days, that should just melt away. However, there are times where I come in here and there's snow on things that I've had there for 3 or 4 days and there's still snow on it, so it doesn't melt. Because, like always, it's got to be warm in here. Let's be honest, it's not. Now, with this sealed unit that's on this side, we'll play the guessing game. And that is the universal socket gonna work? We will find out. And the reason why I say the universal socket is, for whatever reason, this socket always takes off these sealed units. I never have to change the size. It's always this size. Which, in case you guys are wondering, it is a size 14. And it looks like it's a size 14 again. Kind of hard to find in the snow. Ta-da! We did it. Another one to add to the many that are over here. In fact, I'm up to 6. I'm up to 6. Now we spin this guy around. Take that off. This will stay like that. That's like that. That goes over there. Put this back on this one. I should probably go out and buy batteries, because I keep using that one. Just flipping it around. This one might just be bend it and hope for the best. Look at that. Piece of cake. And now this thing is done. I don't know where this came from, but this is actually aluminum with these steel handles. So I'm taking off the steel handles really quickly. But we had a lot of fun in here on Sunday. Hopefully you guys can tune in one of these Sunday episodes. We pop up nice good piece of cast aluminum, probably about $1 in scrap. Doesn't seem like a lot, but think if you found 100 of these, it's $100. That's a decent amount of money. Aside from that, I see the battery's getting kind of low on the camera. I'm going to try to get those air conditioners out right now. I won't take them apart, but I'll get them out of the van. Hopefully tomorrow the scrapyard's open. Like I said, I wanted to get over there this afternoon. I was really hoping they would be open just so I can unload my van for the next treasure hunt. But, you know, the snow drifts are pretty bad. I don't know if I'll take the van out tomorrow. We'll have to see. We are expecting snow throughout this whole week. I think the trash pickup schedule is screwed up. My schedule is all screwed up. It's only, what, Tuesday? And we're already running into trouble here for another week. But we're going to keep trying to grind it out, keep on trying to finish it off and see what happens. But thanks for tagging along, everyone. Stay warm, stay dry. Catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully, for another episode here with Taco Stacks, and make it a fun one. We'll see what happens. Anyway, if you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe down below, and stay tuned for next treasure. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.
Taco Stacks, yeah, he's on the track, turning curbside dreams into cash and back. So subscribe and hit the like button too. He's got more treasures coming straight